Hello, everybody. This is JP Crusher, and today there is for a few days now, there's been a really interesting bug on Roblox. It happened after a new update, and basically the issue is when you export a model like this. I'll just export it table. Basically, when you export it, it gives you a whole bunch of different texture files, and it's like, why is this happening? And I believe it's a bug, and other people believe it's a bug, and I believe so. I I believe so as well. And so I do art, and so it's really really annoying having this happen because let's say I want to load this table into a scene and I want to color it. I want to texture it. I want to color it. Maybe I want to make it like blue or I don't know brown. If I load it in, here we go. It's right here. If you go to the materials, look at that. There's so many of them. And if I try to texture the whole thing at once, uh-oh, that's not good. That's only one piece of it. And I'll show you another example, which is this one. And you can see that this one, obj, was made on July 5th, and this one was made today. Well, a little bit earlier today, but yeah. And if we put them side by side, this pink one is the new one. This is the new one. And this is the old one. And when we delete this, look at that. Some of them actually came back to their color. But look at that. All of them went back to the same material together. And it's only 3 different materials. Amazing. The new version that Roblox has made doesn't do that. It doesn't optimize it. So let's say I want to like color one of these. I have to do each individual part. And if you have a really massive model, you can't do that. That's humanly impossible. You cannot do that. And so it made a script, and by I mean ChatGPT, made a script that allows you to actually solve this solution and actually optimize the MTL file and the object file. Because this issue is really interesting, and I actually did some digging into the files to see what exactly is the issue. And I have come to the conclusion that the issue, I'm going to delete this real quick. It's going to take a second to load, but the issue is that Roblox did something to where it doesn't optimize the materials. And so what I've asked ChatGPT to do is to make a script that basically compares whether certain materials are the same. And from there, if they are the same, if they have the same properties, then they must be the same exact kind of texture. And so I'll go ahead and show you the script. But first, let me actually show you the MTL files and what the problem is to kind of better explain, and then go into what the script does. So we can see here that this new material, it creates, a part creates a material. So this is from part one. It's like, okay, we need a material for this first part of the model, and it shows all the properties, and it says, okay, we're going to map this to part one diff.png, and that shows, okay, perfect. This is what we need. And then it goes to the next one. It says new part two MTL. Oh, this is the exact same thing as the previous one. Like the numbers are the exact same. It's the same exact texture, the exact same thing it's referencing. And then this last one here is just different because I needed to test if it could handle recognizing if it's different. But normally what Roblox is supposed to do is these are supposed to be combined. It's not supposed to make another one if it's the exact same. Because why would you make a duplicate if it already exists? And so like when you go here to the what do we call it, the object file, you go to part one, it references part one MTL. Part two, it references part two MTL, even though it could reference part one MTL and have no problems because it's the exact same texture. But it does it separately now, and I don't know why. Whatever Roblox did, it broke it. And so this script, materialoptimizers.py, is supposed to do that. Now, don't ask me what ChatGPT wrote. I tried writing it myself to begin with, but I got lazy and I needed to do commissions, so I just asked it to kind of do it. But basically, what it does is you input the name of the MTL and object file, and from there, it will make a miniature version of it. And so it'll make, as you see here, test min the MTL and test min object. And so as you can see here, what it does is it basically combines those textures that are the same into one. And so you see here, there's only one thing that references part one diff. And this one as well here is itself. And then when we go to object, when we go to this file, we see part one references material 0, as it should, and part 2 right here references material 0 again. And it's optimized now and says, oh, these are the same. They should reference the same thing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to recompile this exe is when we compile it, should take a second. That is what this script is basically trying to do, is to optimize it because for some reason Roblox isn't right now. And so once this is done being made, there we go. We're going to put this on the desktop, delete this one, paste it again. Basically, when we put the name of the file, so right here, enter base file name. So we're going to put table, not table.mtl or object, just table or whatever your file name is. You do this, it'll say mtl made and it'll say that object was made. Okay, there you go. Now we're gonna put our new file into Blender. So we have table and min, and we can now compare them. And now this is a newer version where it's broken for some reason. It does every part individually. This one, it combines it. And instead of it being all in separate ones, it actually combines them. And I know that this is the way it's supposed to be because I've used this model so many times before, and it's never been like this. But now, this is the optimized version, and it works. And we can try it even on a larger scale model. So we can do something like castle. This is the unoptimized version. And I'm going to show you why it's not possible to texture everything, especially on a big model like this, like a building. It's impossible because you can even see it's taking a while for it to load. It's Blender is having a rough time trying to even load this thing in because it is a big object. And so here we go. Here it is. And now that it's here, I don't know why it's referencing materials, but look, the material list is over 18,000 things. 18,000 things. There's 8,000 parts, and there are over 10,000 wedges, and unions about probably another 1,000 or 2,000. It is absurd. You cannot texture this all piece by piece. This is not possible. And so that is what this script is here to do. Basically, if we type in that file, castle, it's going to take a second because this one's bigger, but it'll make castle min. And so when you load it in, like this, castle min, bam, it immediately loaded in, and there you go. Instead of having thousands, you only have a few. And so this is so much easier than having it how it was before. And you can still, and then you can still put in your texture files as you do. Like, see, it's referencing things here. That's wrong, but it's easier now to put it into the texture that you want it to be. So like that, whatever you want it to be. But this works so much better. There is no solution, unfortunately, right now, from what I know. This is what I wanted to do because it just I don't want anyone to have to go through texturing thousands and thousands of pieces. It's hard enough for me being an artist. But hopefully you get some use out of this, and hopefully it helps you in whatever you're doing, whether it's building or art yourself. But yeah, this is the best thing that we have so far. Hopefully Roblox fixes this issue soon. Other than that, though, I'll leave a link to this the script and the exe in the description. If you don't trust the exe, I'll give you the full script itself. So yeah, and then you can find a way to compile it yourself. But yeah, other than that, that is what I have for you. Hopefully this helps. All right, bye bye.